Yo, how's my audio? Raymond, David, John in the house. What's up, my boys? Sounds great. Thank you, Mark, for confirming. Well, who is going to win the Mr. Olympia? What is it? Today is Friday the 26th. 2 weeks out. John says Samson. Fair. What do you guys think? Olympia is so close. It's crazy. Yeah, man, can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's giving me anxiety because I have to prep all my food and shit. I didn't want to travel during prep, but then I'm like, okay, well, the guys that I'm going to see are literally traveling to be on the biggest fucking stage in the world, and they're not bitching about it. So I think I'll be okay. Joey is in the house. My man, Eric, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Small's in the house. My heart says Nick. I am a Nick fan. Look at this shit. Yeah. Yeah, we're a fan of Nick. Whatever, his physique's fine. I just like him. I guess that doesn't matter in bodybuilding, but I do like him. Rodney's in the house. Welcome, Rodney. All the boys are joining in. Jared, what's up, Jared? Thanks for being here. Dylan's here. Lee is here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Nick is my. I think it's gonna go Nick, Hadi, Samson. People are sleeping on Hadi, and he's been good for so long, so long. And I don't know how people forget that, but I think it's going to be Nick, Hadi, Samson, and then I don't really care after that. No offense, love you all, but I just don't fucking care. If you're not in the top 3, then okay, whatever. And that's me saying that as a spectator. I don't think I'm like a good bodybuilder, but I'm allowed to do that because people would be like, "Oh, you're making fun of a guy who got 5th place at the Olympia." It's like, no, I'm not making fun of him, but he didn't fucking win. So just like, people that are fans of football get mad at the quarterback when they make a shitty play, right? That doesn't mean they can fucking go out there and do it better. Stop it. Oh, let's see. I'd love to see Nick win, says DLC. I agree. I don't know if that happened, but I don't know. I think he has a legitimate shot. I do think he's going to win. But it's so hard because like all we see is like Instagram shit, so like I don't love making predictions, but it's still fun. So whatever. J Money, whoever comes in with the best peak. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't think Derek's gonna win. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, like maybe one time, unless you ask my wife. Nick, Hadi, Samson. Yeah, that seems to be. We all seem to be on the same page there. DLC. Hadi looks crazy. Hadi's insane. He's one of my favorite bodybuilders. Right next to Sean Clarita is by far my favorite bodybuilder of all time, and it's not just his physique. His physique's cool. It's just him as a human. I think he's one of the hardest, most disciplined training people out there. I don't know. I don't think many people could hang with Sean. He will fucking run circles around them, and he'll do it. Like I've said it before, the internet could disappear, and Sean is still going to be banging. He doesn't give a fuck. It's true passion. It's true passion. All the money could disappear. He wouldn't care. He'd still be bodybuilding. He would find a way. And Hottie's the same way. Hottie's the same way. Hottie doesn't compete much, regardless of visa issues. Yeah, I don't know how that whole shit works. Trudge forward. What up, my dude? What's up, Tommy? Enjoying a 4-day weekend off of plumbing after my on-call. Whew, on-call, baby. I don't miss it. Love you for it. Love you. Make that money. Man. Man, oh man. I worked I still work weekends because that's when I do my check-ins, but I'm not on a roof in 100-degree weather, or I'm not in someone's backyard or hot ass house. It's not the same shit sitting at my computer chair working every weekend. Of course, it takes away my family time, but it's not physically exhausting. Plumbing is physically exhausting, Trudge. So kudos to you, my man. But make that money, provide for your family, provide for yourself, use that money to do the things you enjoy. That's it. That's what a job is for, to pay for the shit that you like to do. Not everyone is going to love their job, and I don't know that you have to, but you should find a flexible enough job where it can support doing what you love to do. So Tom G in the house. Good afternoon. It's we'll call it afternoon. I just had meal 3. So yeah, my day's halfway over. Fuck, that's depressing. Joe, Nick gives an unaesthetic but freaky. Yeah, he's freaky for sure. I don't know. We say that he's not aesthetic, but like, I don't know. His look is it's different. It's different now. I think it's become more refined as he matures as a bodybuilder. I really quite like Nick's look now. And I was the first to fucking say Nick looked like shit. You guys know that. But man, I was wrong. Now I see photos and I'm like, this guy's a fucking freak. And like, really the only thing distracting for me on Nick is the legs, the veins in the legs. And like I've made the comparison before. That would be like someone saying I look like shit because I have a big nose. And it's like, yeah, but what's the physique look like? So like the physique looks great. And the only thing for me that is a distraction is the leg veins. And man, I don't know if it's something he can change. I don't know, but that's truthfully my only hang up nowadays in his physique. That's the only thing that I can't get past. And I don't think that will hold him back from winning the Olympia, in my opinion. Raymond, I hate Derek. He's such a douche. I'm not gonna bash him publicly, but I have a lot of thoughts about him, and if he's genuinely as up and up as he claims to be, I don't know. I think he's kind of a phony. Like I said, I don't want to talk shit, but I will a little bit. Sorry. Oh, yeah, everyone seems to be on the same page with Derek. I'm glad. At least you guys aren't fooled by him. Yeah, I get a weird feeling from him. I don't know. Like a fucking like a not even a car salesman, like a boat salesman, like fucking selling jet skis or something. I don't know. Raymond, meeting Sean was one of the biggest highlights of my entire life. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I would love to meet Sean. Seeing him full blown off season in person was insane. People do not realize how fucking freaky Sean is. I think pound for pound, he's the biggest bodybuilder in the entire world. You guys have to remember he's like 5'4", so that's what I mean by pound for pound. If you scale him, he's actually bigger than Samson. It just obviously will never happen. Excuse me, that's annoying. Trudge forward, Walker Nation, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just a fan of him as a person. Like I said, his physique is wonderful, but I think he's a good kid. I think he's genuine. Um, I don't know. I just like him. I just like him. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a guy I would want to hang out with. Hottie's recent leg shot on Instagram was pretty wild. I I'll be honest. I don't look at a lot of them unless they just like come up in my feed. Um, yeah, I don't spend a ton of time um, looking at it just because I take Instagram with a grain of salt. I've seen some fucking real small dudes look really big on Instagram and it just doesn't excite me. Not saying like Olympia guys are altering their photos and shit. I just don't fucking care. Um, I I I view Instagram through the lens that it is, and I take it with a grain of salt. John, John said I spoke to God, and he said Derek isn't winning this year. It's awful, John. You're a fuck. Christopher, good morning, coach and all. Good morning, Christopher. Welcome. Christopher is looking lean and sharp. He's feeling good. Joey, what was your meal 3? Tommy boy. Fucking chicken and rice. It was 140 grams of cooked rice and 190 grams of cooked chicken, and then 3 grams of olive oil and a quarter teaspoon of salt. Real filling. Joey had 150 rice, 220 beef, 100 pineapple, 50 greens, all raw weight. Oh, fucking raw weight. Yeah, dude, you just like quadrupled my rice. I had 140 cooked. Whatever. That's what it is, baby. Raymond says Nick's waist has come in so much and his quads have improved a ton too. The judges have said they really don't care about the varicose veins, but I'm not positive. Judges can say whatever they want, Raymond. Okay. How do I want to? What's my analogy? I normally have good analogies. I'm stuck on this one. They can say that as criteria. Like, of course, we're not going to judge Nick on his veins, and then we're still a human. So if we see something that looks off or disruptive, we are judging it. No, we're not judging it on a point-based system or deliberate criteria that was structured and quantified, but we're judging it subconsciously in our mind, and it's disrupting the lens of the entire physique. If that does that make sense? So no, they're not judging the veins on a point system, but tell me that they don't see the motherfuckers and go, ugh, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I do think Nick is too freaky that the veins don't even fucking matter. And I don't think they're as I don't get distracted by them much anymore. I honestly think they look a little bit better, and maybe I'm wrong. Uh Austin or Small says Nick's rear double might be the sickest in bodybuilding history. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. Um I know. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Um, Trudge forward, Nick looks better than ever. He's gotten wider up top and finally getting a nice sweep into his quads. Guys, the thing is, he does. You're right. He does look better than ever. The thing is, he's just maturing. He's a young guy. This is just a work in progress. We haven't even seen what he's capable of. He's a young guy. I want to say he's under 30 years old. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, guys, what if Nick Walker put in another fucking 10 years of bodybuilding? And I don't know if that's his outline and what he wants to do, but what if he did? Um, Can you imagine what he would look like? Let's see. Can you imagine what Nick will look like in 5 years if he continues on the trajectory that he is? Guys, it's a different sport. He's gonna be, you know, man, I don't know. I don't know. Joey says 20 of us in here and only 4 likes. Pump those numbers up. Yeah, what the fuck, guys? You're slacking. Slacking. Josh, perfect timing. Stuck at the airport. Oh, well, it's a silver lining to be stuck at the airport with me, Josh. Thank you for being here. Crunchy, what is up, Crunchy? How are you? Tom G, Walker looks huge. Crazy vascularity on the calves. Yeah, yeah. Raymond says, hey, that's more food than me. I don't think so. I could send you my macros. I think you're eating more. And I got a little bit of weight on you too. Mel says, saw an interview Fuad did with Nick and his mom. It was hilarious. Nick's mom sounds really cool. Yeah, they have that. They're from the East Coast, right? So they just have that that vibe. I love it. Yeah, just very straightforward, genuine people. Raymond says that makes sense. We were talking about the veins and things like that, and yeah, even if a judge says, "Oh, we're not judging those," you still see them, guys. You know, they're still there. So tell me your fucking brain is just like putting the blinders onto him. But again, I don't think it's going to stop him from winning, and I do hope he wins, and I want him to win. John says, "Feed me glute striations first, though." Yeah, I don't even care about food anymore. It's weird. It's weird, and I don't think it's just Retta based. I think the Retta is helping, but I really don't fucking just don't care. And I think it's because I'm 6 weeks out and I just want to be absolutely, you know, undeniably in shape. So I think that drives things. But even like my off season, I mean, around the time my son was born, you know, my wife and I had a few nights where we would order food in or people would bring food to us. But other than that, I haven't I haven't gone off plan at all for the last long time now. I don't know, it's been years since I've like actually just like fell the fuck off plan, you know. Dylan's here. Hola. Raymond said Nick is 31. Yeah, that makes sense. So man, imagine if he goes to 41, which is not unheard of at all, you know. Tom G, is raw weight or cooked weight better for measuring food? Um, you need to quantify better. I don't know what better means. Tell me what better means to you, and then I can answer that. Because better is like a silly word. No, there's a difference. Does anyone else have questions right now? Okay. Someone asked me a question. Raw weight is more accurate, but cooked is a lot easier. Yeah. Of course, raw weight is, Tom. Of course, raw weight is more accurate. That's not even debatable. It's not debatable. But cooked weight is far easier. That's not why people aren't making progress. Let me just say that. That is not why people are not making progress. I promise you. It is not how they're weighing or measuring their food. I fucking promise you. That is not the problem. Okay, J Money, my man. Raymond said, I think raw weight is more consistent, but cooked weight is easier for adherence. Uh, Here's what I think. I think carbs, for the most part, should be measured dry. When I say carbs, I mean cream of rice, oatmeal, rice. You're cooking rice the same fucking way every time. I weigh my water and I hit the fucking button on my rice cooker and it cooks it at the same temperature, at the same time, with the same humidity. Everything's controlled. So I cook my rice and I weigh it cooked, but I measure my water. There's very little variance. I'll say that. So yeah, when I cook my carbs, I weigh my water. So even if I do cooked weights, I'm weighing my water. So the only thing that can fuck that up is if I cook it longer than normal. My rice cooker has a set time and temperature per manufacturer. So I hit the fucking button, nothing changes, right? But yeah, accurate or more accurate is always dry and raw, like your mom. J Money. Have been talking to Ray about this. What are your thoughts on no off-season cardio for someone a high output job, 16, 20,000, with high intensity intervals and post meal steps on weekends, rest days? J Money, I have been talking to Raymond about this. What are your thoughts on no off-season cardio for someone with a high output job? It depends, Jay, because cardio is not just for fat burning, which is a misconception. Like people think cardio is to burn fat. No, it's not. It's cardiovascular exercise for your heart to keep you healthy. And it also helps in the process of partitioning nutrients. But if you do have a high output job and you're getting lots of steps, the process of partitioning nutrients is kind of phased out for you because those steps are doing that work for you. Um, Off-season cardio for you, Jay, you probably don't need it. You're a young guy, you're healthy, your blood pressure is controlled, your resting nocturnal heart rate is controlled. All variables are in a good spot. Where I would use it for you is intermittently if you felt that the appetite was falling behind or something like that. You could add a few sessions of cardio a week and like bring that back really fucking quick. Um, you know what I mean? So no, Jay, I don't think what are my thoughts on it? No, it's not needed for everyone. But remember, cardio does not equal fat burning. Cardio is for cardiovascular health. It's to keep your heart healthy. Yes, as bodybuilders, we use it to um, increase our caloric expenditure, right? But it's not what it's that's not what it's for. It's to keep our heart strong and healthy. What's the best show you've seen recently, Tommy? I'm running low on shows to listen to at work. Are you talking about like podcasts and stuff, Joey? Um, because like I don't watch like TV anymore. I haven't in probably like 2 years now. But if you're talking about podcasts, I like Andrew Barry's with Kyle Wilkes. I like Chris Edmonds with Little Dave. I think they have a good podcast. Um, Joseph Purchase, his is entertaining to listen to. I will listen to his sometimes. Oh, I meant TV shows. Yeah, fuck. Sorry, I don't know. It's been a long time. I can't even remember the last TV show we sat down and watched together, my wife and I. We watched The Bear, which was cool because, it's based out of Chicago and stuff. So that's always cool. We watched, I liked Shrinking on Apple TV. It's kind of, chick flickish, but there's a good message involved with it. I think it's the same producer as Ted Lasso, so it's also funny. But that's like more of a serious tone type show with like humor trickled in. Um, but yeah, as far as like, I don't know, dude, it's been a long time. Mark says cooked weight is so much easier and less stressful. Yeah, you just want to keep your cooking variables the same if you're going to use cooked weight, and I don't think it's a big deal. I cook my chicken the same every time. My ground turkey's cooked the same. My beef is cooked the same, etc. My shrimp isn't cooked; it comes frozen. I just thaw it. And my rice, I weigh for any of my carbs. I weigh the water that I'm using. I don't eyeball anything. All the water is weighed. All my salt is weighed. Everything like that. So very little variance um, in my cooking, my preparation of the food. J Money, as long as BGB blood pressure and water retention are in a great spot. Hopefully, you see that part too. Oh, no, you're good, Jay. Yeah, for you, Jay, you probably don't need off-season cardio. Like I said, just remember cardio is not just for fat burning and increasing expenditure. It's to keep you healthy. So just know that. Just know that it's important that we take care of our hearts, you know. Um, so keep that in mind. Um, Joey says, going back to last week, the pendulum squats are amazing. Tommy, thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, the pendulum. That's my go-to. If I don't like the feeling of the hack squat that's available at whatever gym. Like I said, I might end up getting the Atlantis pendulum for my basement because I do think it would be a good addition. The problem is the footprint, and I can only use it for squatting. So it's like, in a basement, it's like, well, fuck. That's a huge footprint that could potentially go to another piece of equipment that is more multi-use. But I mean, my gym is quite equipped now, so I can start to target more specific things now. Blue collar bodybuilding, Dave. What's up, Tommy? Checking in from the desk, my man. Keep killing it, Dave, and everything you're doing. Proud of you. I know your show is coming up, so hope all is well with you. Hope your prep is going good. Hope you're feeling healthy, everything like that. Trudge forward. Most guys pre 2010 were using measuring cups and eyeballs. Raw versus cooked isn't making that big of a difference. I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Trudge forward. Nowadays, I prescribe meal plans. I don't write macros anymore. And I use cooked measurements for most people. Um, Again, like the oatmeal and stuff is dry. And cream of rice is dry measure. I even put it in there. The protein powder, you have to weigh your fucking protein powder. It's not hard, guys. Well, can I use a scoop? No, just fucking you weigh everything else. Why wouldn't you weigh your protein powder? Um, so yeah, just weigh your protein powder. It's not hard. So yeah, there's just but yeah, the difference is it's not huge. Raymond says my thoughts were similar. We're talking about Jay doing cardio in the off season. JS me this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are good. David said Chris and Dave's show is great. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of both of those guys. I really am. I really am. Their views on nearly everything are so fucking close, if not identical to mine. It's because we all, man, we grew up around John, following John. I didn't grow up around him physically, but I mean, I've been following John Meadows since 2008. Chris and Dave, a lot of their shit came from John. Just their beliefs and training, and man, great guys, both of those guys. If you're not familiar who we're talking about, it's Chris Edmonds and Little Dave on Instagram. Both incredible people, great coaches, no bullshit coaches. They're, like I said, very similar. They say shit and I just fucking nod the whole time. Like, yep, yep. So it's always great to listen to them just because I don't know. I feel like I'm on board with them, George, what's up, George? What's up, Tommy? How are you? Any news? No news. No news, George. Just cruising along. Doing better than I deserve, my friend. I'm doing well. Everything is good. Everything is good. Talking Mess podcast is good. I haven't heard of that one. Um, I man, I rarely listen to anyone's YouTube or podcasts anymore. Um, I use that time for other things. A lot of the times it's just, I don't know, either me doing my own studying or listening to music and just like calming my mind down. Um, I don't like to hear too many opinions on things. You know what I mean? That's why I love listening to guys like Dave and Chris because their opinions are the same as mine. So it's like pretty much listening to my fucking self talk, right? So, um, J Money, Chris and Dave are awesome. Never seen anyone train as hard as Dave. Training in the same gym as him was a great experience. Yeah, Dave's man, look at his progress. Look at his progress. George, who do you think are the biggest fake fucks when it comes to influencers in the bodybuilding, coaching, fitness, PED space now? What do you think about Victor Black and Paul Carter? Holy fuck, George. Are you trying to get me in trouble? Like, what are you doing? um, I have a lot of opinions on both those people that you mentioned specifically. And man, here's my thing, and I'm not going to drop any names and because it will be very contradictive to what I'm about to say. I don't care. I don't fucking care what anyone else is doing. I don't care. It does not fucking affect me. It doesn't affect my clients unless they like see a video and they send it to me. What do you think about this? I'm like, I don't know. Fucking go hire them. I don't care. I literally don't fucking care. Here's why I say that. Because the worst way to market yourself or to market your services or to market your business or to market your product is to put others down. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. So if your whole aura is just fucking bringing down other people and talking shit about other people, I don't like you. I don't fucking like you. Stop it. Spend less time doing that shit. Focus on delivering what you do well, not bringing out exposure to what others are doing wrong. And this seems ironic because it's exactly what I'm doing, but this is your fucking fault, George. I wouldn't have even talked about this. Stop marketing yourself by just pointing fingers at, oh, look what this guy said. Fuck, he's stupid. And why does he do that? And it's like, no, my goal is to focus on my clients and let them know what I can do for them. And no one else in this fucking world exists besides me and my clients. That's all I fucking care about. Everyone else is noise, they're interruption, they're a waste of my fucking time. I don't care. I don't care what anyone else is doing. The times I care when people are what they're doing, when I care about what people are doing, is when they're doing well. When I see people fucking killing it, that's what I love. When I see coaches getting more clients, putting people on stage in better shape, just getting better at their fucking craft, that's my shit. That is my shit. When I see coaches just putting guys on stage in shape, their clients are saying, I see their stories, they're reposting because their clients will tag them just like I do on my Instagram. And I watch the other coaches' stories, and these clients are happy with the results. That's my shit. That's how you fucking market yourself as a coach. You do not sit there and spend the fucking time to just cry about all the other coaches. Oh, they're so bad and they do this wrong, and I'm so much better because I do this. Like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Stop running your mouth. Just show your results. Just show your results. Put them out on the fucking internet. Now, other people can form their own opinion on how you are as a coach. Well, I heard Paul Carter says this. I don't fucking care. I don't care. He's never even crossed my mind. Literally, haven't thought about him once. Fuck him. Don't care. Really don't. Victor Black, don't fucking care. I'll never be on their level anyways. They won't ever know who the fuck I am anyways. So why do I care what they're doing? I don't. I don't. Oh, Johnny says you'll run out of plate space with Atlantis Pendulum. What do you mean, like putting plates on it? Like, because I'm strong? Because I'm not. Not anymore, at least. Raymond says, do you think you could fit a belt squat in your home gym? I've been loving belt squats. Yeah, I could, Raym. I don't like them. I'd like them if I don't like them enough to own one, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't like them enough to own one, Raymond. Here's the truth. I'm too good at them. I'm too fucking strong at them. I don't benefit from them. Dude, you got to remember, I was a strong deadlifter for a long, long time. My legs are strong as fuck. So, like a belt squat, dude, I can leverage the fuck out of a belt squat and, I can hammer that shit. And it doesn't build my legs, it just builds my ego, and my ego's big enough. So I don't need to build it anymore. George, belt squats are great and you can use it for RDLs. Love RDL belt squats. Great movement. Yeah, you can use it. I've used it for fucking tricep extensions before. Ton of shit you can use it for. I agree. Yeah, I don't know, Raymond. I've thought about purchasing a belt squat, but the ones that are like affordable are kind of shit. And the good ones are really expensive. Like a legitimate pit shark or something. Like, dude, I want to say they're like 8-10 grand. And like that's a lot of Serostim I could buy instead. Johnny says Arsenal Pendulum is the only Arsenal piece I'll use. Fuck that thing too. Their shit's garbage. All their shit. Mega Mass one. Okay. You're talking about a pendulum. Yeah. There's some good ones out there. I like the Atlantis one. Little Dave's transformation is impressive. Guys, that's just the fancy like term right now, dialing in. Yeah, Dave did that like fucking 10 years ago. He did that 10 years ago. Now, yeah, guys, love that guy. Love that guy for real. Great fucking shit. Chris too. Love Chris. Chris wrote me a one-time diet. I think in like fuck, I don't know. It was probably 10 years ago. Great guy. George says, do you follow or like any particular YouTube channels or podcasts? Any recommendations? Think Big. Yeah, I like Think Big. I like Unracked. We were talking about that. Love Chris Edmonds and Little Dave. We were talking about them. I listen to Paul's stuff a lot, Paul Barnett, and Blue Collar Dave's on there with them. I listen to those guys. Honestly, that's kind of where I draw the line. I really only listen to people who I agree with their shit. And I know that sounds strange, but like I don't want any noise in my head that doesn't align with what I believe. You know what I mean? It's just it's just junk. Just junk in your trunk. I don't need it. I'm good. I am fucking good. Don't need it. So I have a coach, guys. I just listen to my coach. Everything else is just noise. All I fucking care about is what my coach says. He could tell me to jump off a fucking bridge, and I guarantee you I would. Guarantee you. 100% confidence. I would do it. If it was going to make me better, of course. Also loving Chris Edmonds. Yeah. The rebound series he's doing. Yeah. George said, yeah, I'm trying to get you canceled. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a very small fish in a fucking ocean. So I'm not worried about it, George, but thank you. George, to me, it was questions sparked by the thought of who should we stay away from, ignore, and not listen to. Man, George, that's again that's a hard one for me to dive into. I think you have to form your own opinions on things, and and just listen to the ones that align with like what sounds good to you. You know, that's my best way to explain it. That's my best advice I could give is just like, hey, so and so seems level-headed. I'm gonna listen to him. Like Joseph Percher, for example. He's a younger guy. A lot of his stuff aligns with what I believe. So I'm like, okay, I can listen to him. And I can recommend others to listen to him because a lot of the shit he's saying is just shit that I'm saying. That's how Chase and I became really good friends because I'm like, oh, this dude like is speaking my language. Like all the shit he's saying aligns with what I believe. And then Chase would see me answering questions in, his lives and stuff in the comment thread. And he would be like, yeah, just go listen to Tommy. Tommy knows what he's saying. So Chase, that's why I listen to Chase's stuff because him and I align on a lot of our beliefs. And so misinformation, I hate people spreading misinformation, is what George said, lies and fear mongering people. Man, I don't know, George. Like I said, I only listen to people that it makes sense to me. If someone's talking a load of shit, like I can see through it nowadays. And maybe it's because I've been in the industry now for a long time. And I've listened to a lot of people and I've met a lot of people. And maybe I've just built a strong filter for bullshit. I don't know. But yeah, that's my advice is just listen to people that align with you. And you're not going to agree with everyone on everything. And you shouldn't because we're humans, right? Like, man, I don't agree with my wife on everything. Still love her. But, we don't always agree on everything. And that's okay. It's okay. Because the overall picture, we're good. We agree on everything we need to. That is the big pillars, right? All the other like nuanced shit, yeah, some of the shit we don't agree on. That's okay. I wear clothes that don't match because I'm colorblind and she fucking still loves me. She'll just tell me to change before we go out. Mark, I believe clients will watch what other coaches do with their clients and compare what they do to their. That's a lot of fucking. Hold on, Mark. let me read this again. So it's not you, it's me. It's me. It's not you. I believe clients will watch what other coaches do with their clients and compare what they do to what their coaches do. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Mark. Yeah. That's a dangerous game to play. Yeah, that's dangerous, for sure, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this coach has this guy doing this. Why aren't we doing this? I don't know. Go fucking hire him. See ya. Love ya, but I'm not into it. Bye. Brett, Serostim is the root of all life, I think, for Tommy. It is it's part of my life. It's part of my life, Brett. So whatever. John says Tommy's the GOAT. Thank you, John. You are the best. I appreciate you. And your physique has come a really long way in a short amount of time. Lots of fun to work with you. George, isn't it a bit self-limiting to only listen to people you align with and agree with? George, I don't fucking care. I told you that. I don't care. I don't care. What do you want me to say? Is it self-limiting? No, because I only listen to the best motherfuckers. So no, it's not self-limiting. I don't just put random noise in my head just to have fucking noise in my head. I put shit in my head that is genuine, that fucking matters. Everyone else is just noise. They don't matter. So, no, George, it's not self limiting. Diesel Dave, hey man, I know you and Devin covered coaches on the last podcast. What drove your decision to pick Skip as a coach? Experience, relatability, clients' progress, etc. Yeah, typical stuff. You know, same reason you'd pick any coach. You know, and Skip's shit aligned with what I believe. So, um, yeah, I would not pick a coach where what they do doesn't make sense, even if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like their theories have to make sense. And I followed Skip for a long time before I hired him. And like not only just watching all of his clients' progress and things like that, but like what he was doing made sense to me. Okay, he has a training day, he has a non-training day, and then he uses strategic loading days. Okay, fuck yeah, let's go. You know, that's my shit. That's my shit. So yeah, and just a lot of other reasons that I pick Skip, you know. Same thing with AJ. There's a lot of reasons I pick AJ. Um, but yeah, those are some big pillars there, Dave, for sure. Oh, John said the Atlantis pendulum is really light. That's okay. I'm not very strong, like I said. Tom G, any alternative exercise to leg extensions that would do similar activation? I do not have a leg extension machine or attachment to the power rack. You know what, Tom? This one, I don't know if you have like chains or bands. But if you can find a way to like drape some chains over the top of your feet, you can simulate a leg extension like that. That's how I used to do ghetto leg extensions before I had one. And then you can also just do um, lunges, split squats, you know, target your quads with things like that. David, tips on building the mind muscle connection with the outer quad. That's a hard one. Um, that's a hard one, David. Yeah. Actually, a lot of the issue is not having the internal rotation of the hip to be able to access that outside quad. Um, so one thing you can do, for example, David, like on leg extensions, would be to put something lightly in between your knees, like lightly hold like a foam roller in between your knees, and that you should be able to feel that outside sweep. And then really just thinking about it's hard to explain, but like during a leg press, I actively am almost holding a light leg extension the whole time and almost like pushing my feet to the top of my shoes. And literally I'm doing like a small leg extension the whole time. I'm focusing on pressure on the inside of my foot, so my inner heels. And then as I'm bringing the weight down, I'm thinking about literally my quads like expanding. And like when you start to visualize it, you can actually make it happen. And I know it sounds silly, but a lot of it is just visualization and making that come true and just trying to feel it. And I know that's like, man, it's hard to explain. Um, what we get in town Thursday for the Olympia. I can't remember what day we show up, David. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to train together. Um, maybe I can show you some stuff if we get a chance to train at all at the Olympia. I mean, I'll have to train, but I might be training in the fucking hotel at like 3 a.m. We'll see. Amy, welcome, Amy. Hello. I'm a complete nobody, and Victor Black still came after me. It was borderline traumatizing. Come on, Amy. No one cares. He's not traumatizing. You're the best. Fuck that guy. Fucking George, look what you started. Look what you started. I'm gonna kick you out of here. David, I can hit my teardrop on everything. I'm the same way, David. Yeah, I'm the same way until I started working with Danny and she started teaching me some of these things. But yeah, my fucking teardrops are I have good teardrops um on my face because I'm hungry. But no, like it's like I when my wife and I first started dating, I convinced her that I had two kneecaps because my teardrops are like obnoxious as fuck. So yeah, David, I'm the same way as you. I can help you with that stuff for sure. George said, so should I align myself with a bunch of yes men? Yeah, George. Yeah, do that. No, George, like what I mean by that is just I've been in it long enough where I have my own theories and methodologies on things, right? So when someone's like totally out of left field, I don't pay them any time. I don't pay them any time because what has worked for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking years still works. So when someone comes out of left field with this random like new discovery, shut the fuck up. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Joey, as someone with big legs, where do you get dress pants? Uh, 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 Dress pants, jeans. I always split the groin. Yeah. Honestly, nowadays, dude, I would just wear fucking shorts everywhere because I have that luxury. Before I wore for work, I wore the brand Volcom. You know that skateboarding brand. They have a work line pair of pants, Volcom workwear or something. Those actually fit me quite well. I would still have to buy them in the larger waist than I needed, um, but those worked really well for me, Joey. Um, and then dress pants, I would do. I think it's I think it's a Target brand. They're a little stretchy. They're like Lululemon knockoffs. Maybe it's like DGL or DS something, DSL. I don't know. Maybe someone knows. I'll Google it for you later. And those worked for dress pants for me. Yeah, they're very stretchy dress pants. Trudge forward. We listen to the same people apparently, which is why I listen to you. Yeah, Trudge. I've seen you comment on other videos and stuff. So yeah, like we do listen to a lot of the same people. And I just don't venture outside of really my tight circle of people who I trust and believe. I don't need to listen to noise just to listen to noise. It's I'm not going to name anyone, which is what George wanted me to do, which is absolutely silly to even ask me to do. Love you, George, but stop it. Um, yeah, there's folks who say shit and it doesn't align with what I believe, and I roll my eyes at it and I want to get my pitchfork out and yell at him like George wants me to, but I'm not going to because I just don't care. Don't care. Brett, do we have any updates on Landon's EQ test cycle? Bro, that dude's test is better than anyone's in this chat right now. He's got that fucking that OG test, bro, that we'll never have again. You know, he's got that test designed for his DNA. He's in it, bro. He's in it. He's on the best cycle of his life. It will never get better for him. It's only downhill from there. Promise. I miss those natty days, my friend. I miss them. Joey, am I the only one who gets nothing but knee pain from extensions? I don't get any knee pain from leg extensions. So it could be the machine you're using. Maybe you got to find one that just fits you better. Tom said, "Cool, off to Harbor Freight for some chains." Yeah, Tom. Yeah, pick up some chains. I think Harbor Freight sells them like by the bucket, which is so. Yeah, just get some chains and fucking drape them over your shoes. I mean, chains are fun to train with, anyways. Um, David says the visualization. Thanks for making me say that word again. Makes total sense. Same with the leg press tips. I love that though. Thank you. We'll definitely have to hit a lift. Yeah, yeah. Mark, do you believe if someone is going to do a show, they should pick a class that best aligns with their physique? Or is that even a thing? No, it's not a thing. Because if you can make the classic weight class, you should be doing classic. Am I wrong? You tell me. You tell me if I'm wrong. If you can make the classic weight class, you should be doing classic. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Don't know. J Money, what are your thoughts on when someone should do their first show now? If their interest is more so coming in impressive, not just getting the experience, do it now. You're not going to fucking be impressive at your first show. I love you, Jay, but you're not. Sorry. Sorry. Get the show done. Go do it. Figure out what it's about. See if you like doing it. You need to do it now. You're never going to fucking have enough experience. You're never going to be ready. Stop. Stop it, Jay. Knock it off. When should I do my first show? Now. You should be in prep right now. Start it today. There you go. Raymond cut his carbs. He's starting prep today. David, stretchy pants are the way to go. Yeah, it's the only possibility for guys and girls like us. Amy's got good legs too. She's got muscular legs, so she probably has to wear certain clothes. You know, it's anyone that lifts weights hard and trains hard. They're going to have some badass legs. That's just how it goes. That's killer. I love that. I love that problem. Small says barbell apparel. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. Make some good pants. Yeah. That's another one too. Yeah. Yeah, David. Tibia raises are great for the knees. Yeah, Joey, maybe tibia raises. Maybe your IT bands are tight. Depends which part of your knee that you're talking about that's hurting. Yeah, Paul just said it. Great problem to have. Quads and glutes too big for your jeans. Fuck yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yep. 100%. Brett, I don't know. I think I might be above the weight cap for classic. Yeah, maybe for like the fucking 4'2" height class. I'm just kidding. Raymond says prep doesn't equal cut. Prep equals prep. I'm on it. Way too much information and opinions out there to solve the same problem. Stick with what works for you. Adapt to something else when it doesn't. Stick with that, says Mel. Yeah. Yeah. No, guys, like, and don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot of great information and coaches out there. It's just, I just don't like putting extra noise in my head when it doesn't need to be there. It doesn't need to be there. I found the people that I like and that I trust. That's who I listen to. Everyone else is just noise, or they're just regurgitating what everyone else is saying. Tell me I'm wrong. Paul J, after seeing my first local NPC show, yeah, compete now. Yeah, there are some amazing competitors in the top 3, but the bottom half is more classes wasn't that impressive, so nothing to be worried about. Yeah, just do the show. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who shows up. You can't control any of that. If you ever want to do a show, just when to do it now. Just do it now. Just start getting ready now. And Jay, here's a tip for you and Raymond both. You can both take this. You don't have to go pick a show. Just start prepping now. And then let the show fall into place with your prep. Does that make sense? So just start prepping now for the show. And you should be anyways, because prep is prep. Year round. It doesn't change. If you want to live this lifestyle, you live in prep. Sorry. Otherwise, don't fucking do it. Don't take the drugs. Don't do any of the shit. Go do something cooler. Go fucking find a hobby that is cool. Bodybuilding's not. We all have issues. That's all. I love you all. Paul. Now, the pros, holy fuck. Yeah, those guys are insane. I only saw the physique pros and they were jacked and peeled as you would expect. Yeah, Paul, I agree. Guys like poo poo on fucking men's physique guys. I'm like, you ever seen a men's physique pro in person? Have you? They will fucking dwarf your ass. You know, they will fucking dwarf you. Most of their legs are bigger than, a lot of NPC heavyweight legs. Like an IFBB pro men's physique guy, they're fucking jacked. They're jacked and they look great. It's a great look. If I was prettier and taller and more handsome, had a smaller waist, wider shoulders. But okay, if I was a completely different person, I would love to look like a men's physique guy. I don't, it's not me. I chose the wrong parents. Mom, fuck you, Mom. That's what happened. Anyways, I had a question since you guys don't have any. They might come in. You guys have been doing good. Someone emailed me today, and the question was, I want to keep pursuing what I'm doing. I'm doing well. I love my recent physique and love for fitness. Everything's going swimmingly. How do I get my wife on board to continue to let me to do this? That's the question I got. How do I get my wife on board to continue to let me do this? So I wanted to talk about this for guys and girls who have partners who maybe aren't tied up in what we do, right? Maybe they don't fully understand it. Or it's a new lifestyle for you, maybe. And they're not quite understanding yet. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you in the kitchen again? Why are you weighing all your food? Why are you flexing your ass in the mirror? Like, are you becoming gay, or are you going to leave me? It's like when it's new, especially if you've been married for like a certain amount of time and now you started to get into fitness and stuff, it can cause concerns. Not concerns, but like, what the fuck you doing, bro? Like, you used to be fat. What are you doing? Who the fuck do you think you are? Anyways, my point is, the question was, how do I get my wife on board? Right? How do I convince her to let me to continue to do this? So I just wanted to go through kind of what I responded to him. David says dump her. I told you that the other day, David. Joking aside, I mean, if you're a young guy and you're in a relationship that you don't see a future in, then yeah, fuck yeah, just move on. You go do you. This is a gentleman my age or maybe slightly older than me. He's been married for some time now and he loves his wife. Love it, right? Good shit. Good shit. So no, my advice is not to dump her, although for some that advice holds value. My advice was two things. One, they need to understand why you're doing this, why it's important to you, and how important to you it really is. You need to make those things clear. If your answer is, well, I just want to get jacked, bro, they're like, what the fuck? What are you, 16? Shut up. Go to work. What are you doing? Go to work. Right? If that's your answer, no, that's not good. Okay. So first off, you need to know why you're doing it. You need to have a good reason. Is it for your health? Are you trying to take control of your life? You want your life back. You want to feel good. You want to look great. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to explain why you want to do this, but you need to make it clear to your partner on why you're doing these things, why it's important to you, and why you're not going to stop. This is who I am. This is what I want to do. This potentially is saving my life because now my life has a lot of meaning and I'm taking control of it. If I'm a husband, a father, a provider, I want to be those things at the highest level. If I'm a wife, I want to be strong and healthy for my family. I want to be the best looking mom, when I go to pick up the kids from soccer, and all that shit's really powerful, guys. It's really powerful. You need to express that to your partner, and you need to do it in a good way, right? A controlled, responsible delivery. Because if you're just like, oh, I just want to put on some muscle, fucking just look good. Like, no, like really, really understand why you're doing this, why it's important to you, and relay that stuff to your partner. They will understand. They will understand. Listen, I have not felt this good in a very long time. I want to feel good for you. I want to be healthy for you and the kids. If you have kids, I want to be a role model. I want to be a better provider. I want to challenge myself. I want to be the best version of myself for you and this family. That is why, right? And if your partner can't understand that, guys, fuck, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's on you. You chose her or you chose him. That's on you. Can't help you there. Love you, but I can't help you. That's step one. Tell them why you're doing what you're doing, why it's important to you, and why you're going to continue to do it. That's how you convince your partner. Step one. Okay. Step two, do not make them fucking resent what you're doing. Do not make them hate what you're doing. Stop complaining about being hungry. Stop being a fucking asshole because you're hungry. Stop it. Stop doing it. They didn't choose your new little fancy life. You chose the shit. Okay? You said it was important to you. Don't take it out on anyone else. It's not their fucking problem. If you're hungry, if you have to do cardio because your coach made you, shut the fuck up and go do it. Find time to go do it. Don't complain to your partner. They don't care. They care less than I care when you complain to me because I really don't fucking care. Because you paid me to make you less fat. Sorry. Love you, but I'm sorry. Do not do shit that makes your partner resent this lifestyle. What does that look like? You're making a disaster in the kitchen all the time. You don't clean it up. You don't fucking clean it up. You don't have your meals with you. So you tell her, we got to go home now. I didn't bring my meals with me. Silly. That's silly. Right? You're leaving your fucking gear out on the wherever you want, being stupid. I can't go to the family event because my feet are tired and my feet feel heavy because I'm dieting. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You chose this fancy life. Guys, love it. Truly love the process. When I get my diet and AJ takes my food away, I go, fuck yeah. I go, fuck me up, dude. This is my shit. This is my shit. Fuck me up. I love it. I'm here for it. Take all my fucking food. I don't care. I don't care. I'll find a way around it. Yes, I'm tired sometimes. Guys, I try very hard, very, very hard to continue to make sure my wife does not resent bodybuilding. Because when she does, guys, it's over. It's over for you. It's over for you. You cannot live the lifestyle anymore if your partner resents you every fucking day for what you're doing. And that's on you. You created that. Congratulations. You did that. You are responsible for that. Guys, don't let your partner hate what you're doing. Don't do it. Imagine if you hated what your partner was doing. Let's reverse it. Since we're all in this shit. We're all stupid. Let's reverse it. Your partner starts doing something and you're not quite understanding. You're like, what the fuck? Like, when did you start doing that? It's like, I don't know, but I really like it. All right, cool. Okay, cool. I can get it. Listen, I really like it because it's doing this for me. It's doing this for me. And I'm going to continue to do it. Okay, cool. But now, because of their new thing that they're doing, things are getting left behind. Communication's getting lost because they're doing their new thing. And you start resenting this new thing because you're losing your partner. Guys, don't let that shit happen. It's all in your fucking court. That ball is in your court. And I'm not going to drag that on anymore. But great client of mine, I wanted to give him a more detailed response. So hopefully he watches this. Because my email was short, concise. You guys know how I do it. Here's the game plan. Let's fucking go. And then if you guys have questions throughout the week, you all hit me up. That's no problem. His question was, how do I convince my wife to let me do this? Here's how. Explain why it's important to you and why you're going to continue to do it, and don't make her resent it. That's it. 2 tips. Those were the 2 tips. I just want to elaborate on some of that stuff because it might be helpful for some of you who are in relationships or seeking relationships or etc. Right? Sorry, I got left way the fuck behind. I was just rambling about stupid shit. Brett says it works good for me and Shelby right now. We're pretty happy. She shaves my back and my ass. My man. Love it. Love it. You think I can shave my own back? Come on. Come on. Amy said, I'm a few minutes behind. Apparently I am too, Amy. Yes, I only wear leggings for my massive quads. Amy uses the word massive to self-torture herself. She has a lot of muscle on her quads is what she means. Foxer, my wife, seeing I was doing this for health, got her to be behind it. And now she's helping me with meal prep, makes it a breeze. Man, that's the shit, dude. Congrats, Foxer. You chose the right wife. You know what I mean? Like, congrats. Good for you. I love that. I love that. My wife fucking helps in my meal prep all the time. She helps all the time, and it's not because she has to. She wants to help me, Raymond, bodybuilding saved my life. Could have. Brett, regardless of what people want to say about gear, meathead activity, whatever it is, it's so much more than that. This is like self-confidence, sense of purpose, a goal you can always work on, and more. Brett, that's what it's about. Here's the thing. Here's what all this is about. And I'm going to use you as a really good example because you're a great example of this. You found out that you deserve to be the best person. You deserve to be the best version of yourself. Before, you did not believe, you truthfully didn't believe that you were worth what you're doing right now. And now you found out that you are. And now all you want to do is fucking get better. Now you want to get better at everything. You want to be a better partner to Shelby, right? You want to bang in the gym. You want to get bigger. You want to do better in business. Everything. You want to make everything better now because of your fitness journey, which is a silly word, but your fitness, whatever. I'll say journey. Your fitness journey. Because of that, you now have true belief in yourself on what you're capable of. And I know that sounds corny, but fuck, dude, you've lost so much fat off your body. You look like a different human. You I know you're happier than when you first started with me. I can see it. It beams off you. It beams off you. I love it. I love it. Joey, if you had to choose, this fucking guy throws this random shit in as I'm like crying over here. If you had to choose to be a 5'2" manlet or a 6'6", a 5'2" manlet all day long, it's not even a question. I have no fucking desire to be 6'6". Give me 5'2" all day long. Me and Clarita will live together forever. My best friend, Sean Clarita. Okay, I got left way the fuck behind. Hopefully, this is like streaming and I'm not frozen. That'd be funny, but not unheard of. Brett, man, when we started working together, I didn't even, okay, there, I didn't even like looking at myself in the mirror. Guys, fucking go live that life. Go live that life. Go live the life Brett lived. And tell me how that feels. I've been there. Fuck, I'm still there, but in a better way. In a better way. Go live that life. And guess what? Brett decided that he is worth being in shape. He's worth this investment. He's worth this hard fucking work. He's dieting his ass off. It's not easy. He's hungry. He's probably angry at me, and I don't care because I love him. And I'm doing it for him. Mel Mac, making sure there's a balance in your relationship with them is a huge help. Doesn't take much to make them still feel important, and it helps a lot. You should always be doing that. You should always be doing that. Learn your partner's love language. Try to speak it. Most of us are pretty fucking poor at that, myself included. I'm always trying to get better when I can, where I can. And yeah, you know, my wife does feel contest prep sometimes, and she didn't sign up for the shit. And I tried to be very self-reflective and self-audit that. David, I'm an addict at the core. Yes, sir. Me too. Bodybuilding gives me an outlet to put that BS into. Yeah, I know. Yep. I can't say that on YouTube. 100% saved my life. If my fiance didn't come into my life at that time, yeah, man, yeah, yes, sir. I'm in the, yeah, I've talked to you about that, David. Yeah, same page for me. Raymond, Tommy, I don't know if you can answer this, but if you were in my situation, what are the characteristics you would look for in a partner? Okay. I've been burned before, and I think that's why I've been single for so long. Characteristics that you look for in a partner. You can see it's hard. You can see it's hard for me to answer. The number one thing is that person that you're the partner that you're seeking out. They need to be good on their own. They need to. Hey, like Ray, this might work out with us. It might not, but I'm just letting you know right now. I'm fucking good whether this works out or not. That shit is my shit. I don't fucking need you, and the other way around, right? You don't need anyone, Raymond. You do not need anyone. Why? Because you found yourself, you found the belief in yourself, and you decided you're worth it. The only characteristic in a partner that you need, Raymond, is one that's just going to make you better. This person's going to enhance my life no matter the fuck what. That is what a partner's for. A partner enhances you, challenges you to be better than you already are. Anything less than that, they're an anchor. They're not a partner. They're shit. They're not needed. They're not needed. We don't need anyone else. We choose that other person. We choose them every day, because they make us better. Tell me I'm wrong. You know, no one needs anyone. That's bullshit. We don't need anyone. My wife and I made that clear on day one. Hey, just so you know, if this doesn't work out, I'm still fucking good. Cool. Me too. Sweet. But I like you. So let's do this. Cool. Let's go. That's it, man. That's it. Right? And I actively choose to be with my wife every fucking day because she's my shit. Otherwise, I'd be fine. Love you. Fucking love you. But my life would go on. Her life would go on. But our life goes on better together. And that's it. It's all that matters. David, when you find them, you'll know. That's it. That's it. And you'll probably find them when you're not looking. Truthfully, you will probably find them when you're not looking. Yep. And I know they say that, but yeah, it happens. It happens. Brett says to Raymond, it's tough, but you just know or you don't. You take that time to vet it out before it's official. Yeah. The goal is you go into every relationship, Raymond, any date, conversation. You go into that with, if this shit doesn't work out, I'm still Gucci. I'm fucking good. My bills are paid. I'm happy doing the shit I love. This person is meant just to make that shit better. That's it. That's it. This person will add to my life. They will not take away from my life. And you can learn that very early on. Very early on. I promise. I promise. If they're okay with that, you have a really great foundation. If you're building something with them, the base got to be strong. Yep. Brett says to Amy, I enjoy your update videos. Yeah, Amy's videos each week are great. You guys should watch those. Lots of good stuff in there. She does a lot of grocery hauls and stuff. And like, guys, I write her diet. So like, you can pick up a lot of tips from her, like on how to make your food taste good, because all your diets like look like shit and her food actually looks good and she's not eating much at all. So she still manages to make it look good and taste good. Brett says, no, you're right. Okay. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Brett. Sorry. I'm behind. Joey, I asked that chat. The question in the chat was dead. I know I'm falling behind. I'm just rambling. J Money, love you, Brett. Killer transformation. Yeah. Crazy. Brett said, I'm going to look like Ben Stiller at the end of Dodgeball. 6'6" garden rake or 6'6" Hercules. I don't want to be 6'6" anything. I don't want to be 6'6" anything. Brett says, this ties into your podcast the other day. Everyone is on their best behavior in the honeymoon phase. You got to get through that. Make sure they're still a solid partner. Yeah, I agree, Brett. I agree. That's why you go into it with no expectation and just know you're going to be good regardless if that relationship works out or not. Love you, but sorry, I'll be fine without you. I will. You got to know that. And that all comes down to knowing that you are important enough and knowing that you deserve to be in a relationship that's going to enhance you. And that's it. Amy said, my food is amazing. It's because you know how to cook. That's why I made that Instagram post the other day. Oh, I'm getting bored of chicken. What the fuck did chicken do to you? Just learn how to prepare it better. You know, guys, we have fucking YouTube and like you guys use Chat GPT to fucking figure out how to wipe your ass and you can't ask it how to cook some damn chicken? Come on, stop it. Joey said, got a dad advice kind of question. Since this is turning into a relationship Go ahead, Joey, drop it. Yeah, I'm looking to move in with my girlfriend. Congratulations. She's never lived she's never lived with anyone apart from her parents. What are the big things to discuss before getting a place together? Finances, responsibilities. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not sure. I don't know if my wife lived with anyone prior to living with me. She may have had like roommates in college or something, but I don't. The nice thing about my wife is she grew up with men, right? She grew up with her older brothers. So, um, and like the thing is, I'm not like a slob and my wife isn't a slob. So, like, we both like an orderly, well kept home and a clean home and things like that. So, like, that stuff's important. Like, know what their current bedroom looks like and things like that. And um as far as finances, I mean that's fair to discuss. That's nothing's not fair game. Even if you feel like, let's call it an asshole. I wanted to know before my wife moved in with me, before we were going to get married and things like that. Um I wanted to know what type of debt she had, right? And I didn't be I'm not like, "Hey, how many fucking credit cards you owe money on?" And luckily, my wife is responsible, and, like, I wasn't worried about it, but I needed to know because now, okay, if and when we do get married, and you may be in an earlier stage, but it's all still fitting. I wanna know what debt I'm marrying into so that we can pay it off together as a team, and we can work towards those goals together. So yeah, no, finances important. I think it's huge. I think it's huge. I don't think it's a bad idea to. I think people. I really think people should share a bank account um, once they're married. I don't think you should with a girlfriend. I don't think you should buy anything with a girlfriend. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Do not co-sign on credit cards, do not co-sign on automobiles, none of that shit. None of it. It's okay. They may take a small offense to it at first, but say, "Hey, listen, this is just me being responsible and protecting myself." Do I have your support on that? Yes. Okay, cool. Well, guess what? If I purchase this home, it's only going in my name until we're married, and then I can put you on the deed. That's it. You have to have those conversations. You have to have those conversations. It's important. It's important, right? Once you're married, combine everything. You shouldn't have to have any of you're a team now. Combine your shit. Combine your shit. There's no reason not to. You guys already have your own cell phones and you have your own privacy and things like that. Your money should be shared. Your life is shared. You know, if you guys want like personal checking accounts for random shit, like she doesn't want to see how much Serostim you buy because you're embarrassed, then okay, cool. But you know what I mean? All of those conversations need to be had. And you just have to go about them in the most respectful, responsible way. Um, because you don't want to offend your girlfriend, you know, especially if she's important to you, and she is, because you're planning to move and live together. Um, so all of those things are important. And yeah, discussing, hey, let's say you make 150 grand a year, 100 grand a year, or whatever you may make, and she only makes 40 to 50 or whatever she might make. Hey, here's our landscape of money, and here's kind of the split. So hey, like, I'll take care of the rent and the utilities. um can you just help out with groceries, and like just like start building a game plan together? Like, that's real life shit, dude. That's real life shit. As far as logistics of living together, she needs to know, hey, at this time I do this, this, and this. I'm going to be in the kitchen for X amount of hours prepping my food because Joey, you're a guy that preps all of his food. She needs to know what that looks like, what that's going to be like, so she isn't shell shocked. Um, so yeah, all those things are learning curves, and I do believe that you should live with someone before you get married. That's just my feeling. I don't think it's mandatory. I think many people do fine without it. In my opinion, I need to live with someone before I marry them. That's just how it works for me. Um, when me and Shelby started dating, this from Brett, we were like, yeah, we hope it works, but if not, it's not the end of the world. It's in my wife and I's wedding vows. And we didn't plan this, obviously, but to some degree, we both said the same thing. Like, it was along the lines of, I don't have it verbatim memorized, but essentially like, hey, I'd be good without you, but I'm so much better with you. That's it. I'm good without you, but man, I am so much better with you. That's it. Donnie asks, are there any recommendations to help with sleep? Sleep sucks on EQ. I even tried trazodone and it made it worse. Yeah, Donnie, I would kind of have to know um, like the landscape of your entire plan and your diet and things like that. Some quick tips, cutting off the screen time, 2 hours before bed, dimming the lights, sleeping in a cold environment. All the lifestyle hygiene stuff first is the low hanging fruit. Caffeine cutoff, fluid cutoff, even electrolyte cutoff. If you can front load most of your sodium, potassium more in the beginning of the day, you're less likely to wake up um, from nocturia and things like that, having to pee in the middle of the night. I elevate my feet about an hour before I go to bed for about 20 minutes. Um, Things like that. And then you can start looking into, supplementation of magnesium 3 and 8, getting the mind to calm. Lots of different magnesium blends help. Um, lots of shit out there to help with sleep. But the low hanging fruit is getting the hygiene right first, um, getting your blood work done. Most people need a CPAP, Donnie, especially, I mean, you mentioned you're taking EQ, so I would imagine you have some muscle. Your name's Donnie, so I'm assuming you're a male or you identify as a male. Um, so I'm guessing you have muscle on you. Your neck is probably thick from lifting weights and exercising. You probably need a CPAP. And when people say, "Hey, my sleep sucks," what sucks? Are you having trouble falling asleep? Are you waking up at 1 a.m.? Are you waking up at 2 a.m.? Are you having trouble falling back asleep? Are you waking up to urinate? What is sucky about the sleep? That's important. That's important. If you're waking up, at 1 o'clock, you could be having a blood sugar dump or something like that. So maybe your last meal of the day needs to be structured differently. A good last meal of the day, a lot of the times for my clients, most of them, this is going to sound familiar. It's some sort of casein type protein. So whether that's Greek yogurt or casein protein powder mixed with medium glycemic index carb, like oatmeal, for example, is the one I tend to use. Maybe a potato, something a little slower. And then we slow it down even a little more with some walnut butter or, some type of fat to help everything slow down. And I try to consume that meal about 2 hours before bed. Um, so there's a lot that goes into that whole thing, as far as the transport of 5-HTP and lots of different things that go along with that meal. But that's one of the ways to hack your sleep too, is what you're eating before bed. if you're eating a big ass bowl of cream of rice and whey, you're going to wake up to pee because you're going to have a blood sugar drop, a glucose dump, a liver dump in the middle of the night. You're going to have to pee. So shit like that. All stuff to keep in mind. Yeah, Amy, that's a good point. How much personal space do you need / want? Like, hey, like, love spending time with you, but sometimes I need a little bit of time to do this, and this, because these things are important. Brett says smoking weed helps for me. Hate to say it, but it's actually a good tool. Yeah, there's things that would suggest that's not a good tool for everyone. CBD and like super microdosing THC is actually probably better. THC can actually disrupt deep sleep. So, yeah, there's things that suggest otherwise, that, yeah, you might be falling asleep, but is it good sleep, type thing. David said, me and mine literally started living together 3 weeks into dating. Yeah, Amanda and I too, because of the vid lockdown, and she couldn't go home. Yes, and David told me once, yeah, she moved in, she just never fucking left for like 6 years. A lockdown love story. Yeah, it's like a fucking what was that television series, like Lifetime? Is that what it was? Lockdown love story. Love it. Yeah, it should be like a fucking holiday Lifetime Christmas movie. Tom said one good thing came out of that lockdown. Yeah, that's a common story. I mean, my wife and I started dating just before, yeah, like a year before that, maybe 2 years. Yes, around that time. Lee says, I lucked out. My wife loves to train as much as I do. She's competed in bodybuilding, powerlifting, done the diet and food prep, so she supports the lifestyle. Yeah, that sometimes works. Mine just enjoys general fitness, but it doesn't mean that it can't work. I mean, a lot of the times it works really well when they're not involved with it, and it works well either way. It's all about just finding that person that is just going to make your life better. David said, yeah, we had to make it work right away. Yeah, it was sink or swim. Like, hey, this either fucking works out, or I don't know, I'm got a fucking stranger living with me for 6 years. Mel, how do you find a good sports massage therapist with knowledge weight training demands? Not much luck. I would poke around on like local Facebook or something, Mel. Just ask around at the gym. I mean, there's got to be people that are happy with like a local person. I lucked out because I've known my massage therapist for a long time. We've been at the same local gyms for a long time. She's a great person. She's been doing the work for a really long time. We got reconnected later in life, and someone's like, yeah, you know her? Like, she's got a shop right down the fucking road. I'm like, cool. I reconnected with her on Instagram. She got me in, and then she's been taking care of me ever since. So yeah, you just ask around at probably your local gym if you have, people that you talk to on the regular. Lee says 100% sharing a joint account. Yeah, I think so. Joey says, I appreciate all your guys' advice. Been together about a year, and she spends every weekend at my place, so she's used to my idiosyncrasies. Yeah, we'll definitely need to discuss rent, utilities, debt. Yeah, just have those conversations. And if you do so in the way that, like, hey, like, I want to have these conversations because I want to move to that next step with you. Like, do I have your support on talking about this stuff with you? And like, it's very rare that they're going to be like, I don't want to talk about money. It's like the number one reason for divorce is money. And the next one is infidelity, right? Those are the two main reasons people get divorced. So Joey will not cheat on his partner because he won't cheat on his diet. I like guys like Joey because that's my shit. you know? That that's the number one thing I ask people when they do cheat on their diet. "Hey, you got a wife?" "Yeah." "You got a husband?" "Yeah." "Oh, okay." You can connect those. I don't have to say it. If it's feasible, try to spend a week together, then a week apart. Shut the fuck up, Brett. Do chores together, whatever it might be. Trial runs. Um, Here's what you do. Problem is, I only have one key for my apartment, I think. Go to Home Depot, everyone says. Fucking Joey's already making excuses. He's getting cold feet already. Joey, just have her move in. Just have her move in. Do it now. Do it next week. What's the date? Today's the 26th. Have her move in December. Have the conversation now. Hey, in December, what are your thoughts about moving in with me? That's it. That's it. Have that conversation. That's the trial run. Fucking move in together. If it doesn't work, sorry, this isn't going to work. This is where we part ways. You'll find out very quickly. Very quickly. There will be a learning curve, because there's someone else in your space. You've always had your own space. So there will be a learning curve, but I don't know. You might enjoy it more than you realize. Get a damn key made. Yeah, fucking guys, can we start a GoFundMe for Joey? Fucking buy him some apartment keys. Jesus. Brett, as a guy, you never really realize how much someone thinks you can live like a slob, even if it feels how much clutter you have. I used to clean my house before my girlfriend came over every time. She eventually was like, "Can you mop the floors?" Well, yeah, Brett, you're just gross. Joey, I don't think I've mopped in 2.5 years. I should probably do that. Brett, I don't even own a mop. It's a different standard of clean. Jesus, you guys are fucking gross. Buy a Swiffer wet jet. You fucking weirdos. My dad is OCD clean freak, says Raymond. We keep a clean home. We keep a clean home. We're a little more laid back with our son because we want him to explore and not feel like he's fucking living in a fucking hotel or like a museum. So we let off a little bit, so he can fucking play with his food and drop shit on the floor and be a fucking kid. We don't want him to feel like he's in prison, and like can't fucking do anything. So yeah, we let up a little bit on that just so. Brett says it's been something I've had to clean up, no pun intended. It is nice having a clean apartment. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We clean our house. We clean something in our house every day. You know. Jay Money, how do you personally manage any mental or physical roadblocks in your goals? Mental, that's all on you. Mental is all on you. That's just a mindset shift. Nothing mentally gets in the way of my goals. I suffer a little bit with just like insecurity of am I doing enough for my clients? Are they happy with me? Can I do more? Can I be better? I suffer a little bit with that. I just want to be the best that I can for you guys. Um, so it doesn't get in the way of my goals, but it is, I guess, what you could say a roadblock, more of a smoke screen that I just need to continue to navigate through. That's just my own shit, you know. I just always want to make sure that I'm being the best, you know. Um, Physical, I mean, that's different. If the if your goal is to bench press 500 and you got a torn pec, you're not changing that, you know. So you just need to see the positives and things. You know, my friend Dave tore his groin just a few months ago, and all he said to me was, "Tommy, I'm so grateful I tore this fucking groin." You know, he's like, "I've learned so much from it. I've learned about prehab and warming up better and um, making sure I'm ready to go before I start digging into my top sets." And so he looked at it as a positive. He spun it into a positive. All roadblocks are only roadblocks if you let them become roadblocks. Um, they're only roadblocks if you visualize them that way, right? Otherwise, they're not really roadblocks. They're not. It's just another step towards your goal. And progress towards goals is not just linear. So, like, you know, if you're coming and what you would perceive as a roadblock is there, you just pivot around it. That's all. That's all. It's just a fork in the road sometimes, and you just do a detour, whether it's mental or physical, you know. Mel, unless you live on the third floor and have to haul her stuff. Yeah. 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 Raymond, I mop every Sunday. Um, yeah, that's a good idea, Joey. Is um, I guess Joey's not the dirty one, Brett is, but put like a cleaning checklist in your cell phone notes and like, hey, on Mondays I clean the powder room and Tuesdays I deep clean the kitchen. And my wife and I have a shared notes list in our phone um, that we, you know, knock out chores that way. I'm not even going to say that, Brett. Raymond says I do dishes basically every day, make my bed every morning. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said about that. Yeah, we have to clean our kitchen every day. We run the dishwasher every night, everything like that. Um, yeah, we have to keep up with that. If we didn't do our fucking what? If we didn't do our dishes every day, guys, I eat 6 meals a day. Like, holy fuck, that'd be wild. And then, you know, my son with his dishes and my wife with her dishes, like, guys, that'd be crazy. I couldn't live in a house like that. Dishes were always my thing. Now I do them like 3 to 4 times a week. Nothing goes in the sink until it's clean. Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep up on dishes. That shit's gross when people have days and days of dishes just piling up. It's wild. It's a crazy life to live. All right, what else you guys got? Yeah, I do my dishes after every meal because I don't like sitting down after I eat. So the dishes get done right away, or at least loaded in the dishwasher, and then, you know. Yeah, Jay Money says a roadblock is just a speed bump. Yeah, not a barrier. Yeah, you just go around it. You just pivot. All right, I'm gonna get off here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Leave a comment later once this uploads. Like it and share it, everything like that. Always appreciate you guys. Keep believing in yourself. Keep making shit happen. You're all doing amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it all. Love you all. Have a great weekend coming up here. Great weekend coming up. So let's get after it. Have another good week, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Chase Irons Forum. I know most of you are already in there. TommyJohnCoaching.com for coaching inquiries. Tommy John Coaching on Instagram so you can see my ass cheeks. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.